In a world teeming with over 7 billion people, it's fascinating to discover that some choose to live in the most unexpected places. We are all familiar with bustling cities, serene countryside, and pristine beach towns. However, the world is full of surprises, and the places some people call home can be downright bizarre. Imagine waking up in a town nestled between towering cliffs, or perhaps a village floating on water. Some folks reside in places that are so unique, they seem straight out of a fantasy novel. But why would someone choose such unusual dwellings? The answers range from tradition to survival, from love for solitude to sheer necessity. These unique habitats not only challenge our concept of a home, but also remind us of the incredible adaptability and resilience of the human spirit. So, brace yourselves as we delve into 15 of the weirdest places people call home. Kicking off our countdown, we have number 15, the peculiar town of ᴜᴜ괜 in Australia. This tiny town, located in the heart of the Australian outback, is renowned for its opal production. But what makes it truly unique? Well, the majority of its residents live underground to escape the extreme heat. That's right, from homes and hotels to churches and even a golf course, ᴜᴜ괜 has carved out a peculiar existence beneath the surface of the earth. Moving on, at number 14, we find ourselves at the edge of the world, literally. It's the remote village of ᴘᴜᴜ in Greenland. With a population of less than 500, this village is one of the most isolated inhabited areas on the planet. It's so remote that it's only accessible by helicopter or boat during a brief window in the summer. Imagine living in a place where your nearest neighbors are polar bears and seals. Our number 13 spot takes us to the quaint and quirky village of ᴑɪᴜᴅᴜ in the Netherlands. Known as the Venice of the North, this village has no roads. Yes, you heard that right, no roads. Instead, the village is interconnected by a series of scenic canals and footbridges. The preferred mode of transportation here? Boats. It's a serene, car-free haven that seems to have been plucked straight out of a fairy tale. And that's just the beginning. Let's move on to even stranger territories. Continuing our journey into the strange and unusual, we find ourselves venturing into the 12th place on our list, the remote village of ᴜᴜ괜 in South Australia. Home to approximately 1,700 residents, this outback opal mining town is not your everyday neighborhood. Why, you ask? Well, most of the inhabitants live underground to escape the scorching heat. Imagine your home, your school, your church, all beneath the Earth's surface. Quite a different take on home sweet home, wouldn't you say? Moving on to number 11, let's take a virtual trip to the chilly landscapes of Siberia. Welcome to ᴜᴜᴜ, the coldest inhabited place on Earth. With temperatures dropping as low as -58 degrees Fahrenheit in winter, it's a wonder how the hardy locals manage to survive. In a place where your breath freezes before it leaves your lips and glasses can stick to your face, everyday tasks become monumental challenges. Now brace yourselves as we dive into our 10th spot, the floating islands of ᴜᴜ in Peru. Yes, you heard right. These islands are entirely man-made, constructed from reeds by the ᴜᴜ people who dwell on them. The islands are anchored to the bottom of Lake Titicaca, but can be moved if necessary. The ᴜᴜ people even make their homes, boats and crafts from the same reeds. Talk about resourcefulness. From an underground town to a frozen settlement and then to floating islands, these places surely redefine the concept of home. Yet they are inhabited by people who have adapted to their unique environments in the most extraordinary ways. Do you think you could live in any of these places? Well, hold that thought as we reveal the next set. As we delve deeper into our list, the locations get even more bizarre. Picture a place where people live, but it's not your conventional neighborhood. This is ᴜᴜ괜, the quaint Australian town that's largely underground. Tucked away in the southern part of the continent, this town is a refuge from the scorching heat above. Residents have carved their homes into the rock face, creating a network of subterranean abodes. The town even boasts of underground shops, churches, and a hotel. Imagine living a life that's literally down under. Now let's journey to a place that seems to defy the laws of gravity. Welcome to the magnetic hill of Ladakh, India. This is not your average hillside community. Here, vehicles seem to roll uphill against the force of gravity, a phenomenon that has baffled visitors and scientists alike. While some attribute this to magnetic forces, Others argue it's an optical illusion. Regardless, people have made this enigmatic place their home, living amidst the inexplicable and the extraordinary. Our next stop takes us to a place of stark contrast, the cold, icy terrains of Oymyakon, Russia. This is not just any cold place, it's the coldest inhabited place on Earth. With temperatures dropping to below -50°C in winter, it's hard to fathom how life thrives here. But it does. The resilient people of Oymyakon have adapted to the harsh weather, making this frigid outpost their home. They live with the constant challenge of keeping warm, where even a simple task like going outside requires careful preparation. From the underground life of ᴜᴇɪ to the gravity-defying magnetic hill and the icy cold Oymyakon, we've seen some truly unusual places where people live. These locations challenge our understanding of normal and show us that home can be anywhere, no matter how bizarre or extreme. Just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, we have more in store. We're now entering the realm of the truly bizarre, where the unpredictable becomes the norm and the peculiar becomes home. Emerging at the sixth spot, we have a village perched precariously on the edge of a cliff. Not for the faint-hearted, this place boasts a unique blend of vertigo-inducing views and adrenaline-pumping everyday life. Residents traverse the steep terrain with an agility that is nothing short of remarkable, making the most out of a location that many would deem uninhabitable. Next, we venture into the fifth strangest place where people reside, an underground city. Yes, you heard that right. It's not just the moles and earthworms that have an affinity for the subterranean. This bustling metropolis hidden beneath the Earth's surface is a testament to human adaptability and innovation. The inhabitants have carved out a life amidst rocky chambers and labyrinthine tunnels, creating a whole new world away from the world above. Moving on, the fourth weirdest place takes us to a floating village. No, it's not a mirage or a scene from a fantasy movie. It's a real waterbound community where houses bob on the waves and boats replace cars. The residents have adapted to their aquatic environment in extraordinary ways, transforming the challenges of a life at sea into a vibrant, thriving society. These places are indeed strange, unusual, and mind-boggling. They challenge our preconceived notions of what a home should be, pushing the boundaries of adaptability and resilience. They show us that humans can and do thrive in the most unlikely of places, turning the bizarre into the ordinary. But nothing compares to the top 3 weirdest places people live. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. At number 3, we have the floating houses of ᴜᴜ in the Netherlands. These architectural marvels bob on the surface of Lake ᴜᴜ, defying traditional concepts of what a home should be. Could you imagine your house swaying gently to the rhythm of the waves? Next, at the second spot, we present the underground town of ᴜᴇɪ in Australia. Residents have carved their homes into the rocky terrain to escape the scorching heat. Can you picture living in a cool, subterranean abode? Your windows looking out onto solid rock rather than the sky? Finally, topping our list, we have the tree houses of the Korowai tribe in Papua New Guinea. Perched high in the treetops, these homes are a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability. Could you fathom a life where your front door is 50 feet above the ground? And there you have it, the top 15 weirdest places where people live. Would you dare to call any of these places home?